How old are you?
18.
You sound like that. You trying to seduce me? Don't do that.
I'm not.
All right, come to Philly. I want you to be on the stream. You look good next to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, welcome to the Dojo, baby, man. Have no fear, Taekwondo is here, man. Listen, what y'all just seen in those first two clips was applying pressure. Applying pressure is simply displaying interest. And anytime you display interest, or the better you get at displaying interest, the less you'll end up in the friend zone, the less you'll waste time, and the better you'll be at giving women butterflies, having pleasurable, flirting experiences, shooting your shot and getting it over with. The opposite of applying pressure, to me, is a guy who cannot go for what he wants, lacks the confidence to be rejected and take it on the chin like a man. And I'm going to show y'all an example of me being rejected and dealing with it confidently and still finding a way to flirt, still finding a way to apply pressure, even in the double coverage. Because that's what makes you a shooter, man. Can you shoot on all defenses? Can you shoot in any position? Y'all be thinking it's always about, okay, it has to go perfect. All the cards have to go in your favor. Life is not about that. And guess what? Any sniper can tell y'all. Let me know in the comments if I'm tripping. Rejection is not always the end of the shot. I'll say that one more time. Rejection is not always the end of the shot. I've been rejected by women and got them that same week, a week later, a month later, 6 months later, a year later. I mean, the literal proof is I went on that, it was a streamer named Melt. Y'all know Melt if you've been here. And it was this girl I've been DM'd 3 years ago. He ended up going to the same university with her. They popped up on a stream together, shot my shot again. It was green. Like, it's just, I mean, shots literally can pop up later. You never know the turn of events life will take you on. But the bottom line is that when you know how to apply pressure, when you can get the non-verbals right, your eye contact, your tone of voice, you smell good, you brush your teeth. Those little things combined with the fact that you're willing to miss your shot, not only will you save yourself time when it comes to shooting at a bunch of different women, but in reality, you'll be much better off than the guy you were before, because the guy you were before is scared. The guy you were before is nervous. He's too worried in order to say what he wants to say and speak his mind. So let's show y'all these examples.
I'm hungry. I need some food. I ain't gonna lie.
I need some food too. You wanna get a waffle? You wanna pay for my Waffle House?
Pay for your Waffle House. Well, I look like Zion Williamson. Fuck, I look like Zion Williamson.
You have a nice car.
Never.
So I'm assuming that you got.
No, I got 100 subscribers.
Play.
I don't have no clout, no money,
no motion. Well, look at the car.
We getting it with food stamps. So we going back.
Okay, that's okay.
We can go to the market. We can get food and y'all can cook it. We can afford. We can afford. We can afford Waffle House.
What market? I can cook.
What market?
Can we go to
Whatever
Publix?
market. Y'all gonna cook? Y'all gonna cook at the B&B?
Yeah.
Y'all gonna cook? Yeah, Ava. Cool.
What am I
Yeah.
doing? We're going to Publix to get some.
Dean's about to cook at the
Use the
B&B.
food stamps to get some food stamps.
Yeah. Come here. Put your number in my phone before I forget.
I got you.
I love the support behind it.
All right, we about to have 102 subscribers.
Now, mind you, you got the direct clips I show in the front end, and I showed those two clips first in the very beginning of the video to show you what directly applying pressure looks like. Saying what you meaning what you say, getting straight to your point. I want to see you. I want. Let's go to the movies on Friday. I want you to come over, or it would be nice if whatever, however you word it. Depends on you and your personality, what you're like, your sense of humor, the context, however you want to say it as an individual. But the bottom line is, that's a direct example. I'm going to show you more intricate, more indirect examples to where it's like, you see in this conversation, it didn't even start with, oh, I want y'all to come over and cook. I just said I was hungry. They said they're hungry too. And I pivoted it and redirected it into me applying pressure, or me getting to my point of, all right, fuck it, just slide back and cook for us. It just turned into a vibe, a date, or setup, a link, all from the pivot of the conversation, recognizing opportunity. I'm gonna use Zev from the minorities for another example of like something that's more indirect, but it's just all he needed was the platform. Zev knows ball. I can recognize that. And I'm gonna use this clip. This is something I reacted to before. We're gonna show this one.
Do this shit.
Let's see it then.
Just point to one. You know how I get down. Did they come like that or you cut them up like that? You had to get a discount.
No.
They didn't give you the discount? I just was concerned that you got ripped off. Yo. You know what I mean? Had to. What was your name?
Sierra. What's your name?
Zebediah.
I know you're lying. This is your actual phone?
Yeah. This is so durable and long lasting. I've had this since I was a kid.
You're lying.
Type the name for me.
Hello?
Is this who I think it is? Well, look, you locked in. And the cool thing is, like, if you're ever angry, you could just hang up hella aggressively. Just try it.
You can do it with this too.
And thank me later. Right. Just feel.
Bro. Zeb knows ball. Flow. His ability to flow the conversation is just something in of itself. How the conversation keeps going and continuing and the bitches is laughing. Excuse me, I'm gonna stop cursing. His ability to flow it is one thing, and how the women are just laughing or just vibing along with him off of his good energy. Great. But he went to shooting a shot from talking about looking at her pants. Like, did they come like that or did you cut them up? A harmless question. Something that seems so harmless. So harmless. Oh, where'd you get those shoes from? I like those. Okay, what's your name, by the way? I wanted to introduce myself. Like, a lot of y'all don't realize that you're not going to have the perfect scenario. She's not just going to be staring at you like a fucking dog looking at a piece of meat. She's not going to be just drooling all over you. Sometimes she might not even notice you. So when you can display your interest, when you can do it in subtle ways, direct ways if you have to, it might be a combination of both. Clearly, he still had to, you know, go to give her his number or you know, set it up like that, pivot to that point. But this started off so random, like, you know, where'd you get those pants from? Then turns it into what he wants. Whole time, he knew he was up to no good the moment he asked her that question. That's the whole point of applying pressure. Strong enough to have it all too weak to take it. If you won't acknowledge what you want or you're not willing to go for what you want, you'll never have it. You cannot just watch my videos all day and not get the pure experience. Experience is the only thing that will give you the calluses required to deal with rejection. Period. I've probably been rejected by more women than you've ever approached in your entire life. Tell me if rejection means anything to me. To touch more on this indirect point of how you can turn anything into flirting and anything into pivoting and anything into applying pressure, just think about the little minor opportunities that you've had with women in your regular conversations. You might have asked her, you know, where she's from. And a dude might take where you from to setting it up to exchange a number. Just straight up asking for it. Okay, where you from? What's your name? And those first two questions had nothing to do with him asking for the number. He just wanted to open and create the conversation. That's all you have to do. Just put yourself in position to shoot. A lot of y'all, if you are unwilling, if you want to be on the sidelines all day, every day, then you ain't ready to play, my boy. That's it. And if you ain't ready to play, if you ain't ready to go outside and shoot and see the opportunity and take it, there's nothing I can do for you. There's no amount of videos to watch. There's no information that will change your life. It will just be a pure experience, practice, and all that. You got to go get your reps. You got to earn your stripes, my boy. There's no way to put it. Start giving out these full contracts to DCU, one-way trips. In the back of the Dooney van straight to the Dooney land. You dig. Y'all know how that go. Pure experience, bro. And I'm going to show that clip of me flirting with that woman and listen, dealing with all the double coverages. She sent the blitz and all that. I'm still throwing my buckets. I'm still shooting my shot. I'm mixing football with basketball, clearly. But you can tell there's a element to my game where I just don't care. I'm past that point where I'm intimidated by not getting what I want or some sort of rejection or some sort of bad interaction. That's just pure experience. I'm here to tell y'all that straight up. It's pure experience. Let's get to this clip.
You seem mature in the way that you think, but you're definitely young.
I'm old enough. I'm 21.
Hey. Well, I'm going to tell you this. You're an amazing man. You are mature for your age, but just way too... I got you by 10 years. That's not...
You want me to be honest? That's not the biggest gap I've ever had.
I believe you. I believe you.
Well, listen, I'll tell you this. If you never had a gap, if you've never had a gap like this, if you never had a gap like this, then you can't knock something that you've never tried.
Boy,
you can't close yourself off to your life experiences.
Cougars panties. I know you do. It ain't this one though.
Whoa. Who said whoa? We're talking about cougars and panties.
That right there should give you enough confidence to where you be like, you know what? At the end of the day, if I want her, if I'm getting rejected, if it ain't going how I want it to go, so be it. It come with the game. It come with the territory. If you don't want to get defended, don't become a shooter or a slayer. You ain't ready to be a part of the dojo. You ain't ready to pick up your katana, my boy. You ain't ready for this. Me, on the other hand, seasoned vet, bring the double coverage. Bring the double coverage. Bring your best shot. I don't care. No matter how famous. Y'all see the Ruby Rose saying, it don't matter how famous the age get. None of this matters to me. Because I've pushed myself to the point where I've tested my confidence so much. Pushed my experience to the point where I've tested myself so much. And we all know when we've avoided something or ducked something, it's authenticity too. You can't lie to yourself. Be honest. I've had shots where I'm like, damn, man, I should have said this or I should have did this. Or why I ain't do this or do that. You don't want to live with too many of those. Those is terrifying. Those is like my boogeyman stories, bro. Looking at something and saying I ain't do what I wanted to do. Some bitch ass shit. Taking that home. Man, I feel like the worst injury in the game. Period. You get tired of that. And I know y'all tired of that. Listen, terrorizes me to this day. It's like telling a nightmare. It's like having a nightmare. You get tired of that. And then you start dealing with your wins, your losses. You take them as they come and you turn into a boss. Period. Dojo to the moon to Saturn. We leave in the solar system. LIMPS won't even know we exist. You dig.